there, everybody. My name is Brandon Morrow. This is for my communications class, Persuasive Speech. Today I will be talking to you about college athletes and the right that they have to be paid for the actions they perform for the college. I myself believe that in order for it to be fair, I think college athletes during the season only should be paid for their time, their effort. Now I know some people believe that they're getting the education and that's payment enough. But come on, I mean, they put in so much time. Yes, they are getting the education, but the thing is when are they going to be allowed, or how can they do anything if they are allowed? You know, they're can't work but minimum hours. I think it's here 15 hours off season. I mean, come on, what's 15 hours? And then, you know, you're expected, your parents are supposed to supply you with stuff. Well, what if your parents can't? What if you're one of the ones that come from a very downward background, or, you know, you're the first one in the family who's came to college. You know, there's just different aspects that people should look at when this is being discussed. You know, universities make a lot of money through every aspect in the sports part of it. I mean, you can take it as far as ticket sales, donations, the media rights. If it's a top tier college with the sports is a mainstream sport, media rights is very lucrative. Merchandising, again, a top tier college, you know, defending for a national championship every year per se, very lucrative on merchandise sales. As a matter of fact, that's why I'm, you know, going back to a college near and dear to my heart. It is why I'm wearing this today. It's kind of a homage to the state that I live in and the university that I love, University of Oklahoma Sooners. If, in case none of y'all know who that is, let me introduce you. I won't make you sit through all that, but to take that college for example, just in football alone, here in the Big 12. And now these numbers are from 2008, and it can be found at ESPN under the NCAA tab. Once you click in there, you can go into it. It's called Other Resources. You can find revenues and expenses for college football. Now, the University of Oklahoma, considered a national powerhouse year in and year out, by some, hated by many. In 2008, their football expenses were $24,097,643. Now their revenue was double that, at 59, 630, 425. To take another college, for example, that is our bitter rival and a big powerhouse in college football, not only in these parts but throughout the United States, and that's the University of Texas. Ooh, down with the horns. Their football expenses for the year of 2008 was 24,896,203. Now, their revenue, which is ridiculous, but this goes back to the donors side of it and how strong their donors are, and how lucrative it is for them. But their revenue for 2008 was 103,813,684. Now that's the revenue. That's what they're bringing in after only putting out 25 million for expenses. They are bringing in 103 million. Now, tell me, outside of college cost, why can they not pay the student? And I'm not talking about a lot. I'm talking about maybe $120 throughout the season, per week. Off season, allow the kids to get a part-time job, work part-time hours. It doesn't have to be full-time. Just something so that they can have something they want to go out. Now, some people say, well, this keeps them out of trouble. Not really. I mean, even if they don't have the money or they can't find the money, I mean, people and trouble are always out there. So, now, to get back on track, in 2013, the National Labor Relations Board voted for a grievance filed by the Northwestern University football players who want to be unionized and considered employees of the university and can outline what they expect and what they want from the university, basically saying we want to be paid. We want to be compensated for what we do for this university. And the ruling was in their favor. Now, the NCAA can fight this, but it can be a fight that just can go on and on. Because it can go one side, the Labor Commission, but then it will go back to the NCAA, and it just goes back and forth. In all fairness, from what I read, has the NCAA as an industry and as an institution shaking at their foundation that this could be recognized by the Labor Relations Board. Now that was in 2013. The follow-up from the NCAA will be the appeal will come. They're expecting sometime late July, early August of 2014. Everything that I've discussed here today can be found online. I suspect a lot of you will not agree with it, but I hope that I've struck some kind of a nerve that maybe just opened it up for the possibilities. Some of you probably don't even care, but I've known a couple of guys. I'm 36 years old. A couple of guys that I went to school with ended up playing college football. One of them was for the university that I cheer for and that I hold dear to my heart. Ended up injured because of his football career there, and at the end of it, he was hurt and ended up losing the scholarship because it was hurt. Ended up on the streets, hooked on painkillers, just with nothing to show for it. And that's another aspect that I believe should happen. That if you come in on a scholarship for sports and say you are injured, you should be allowed to finish your scholarship so that you have a future no matter what you did for that university. Academic scholarship can be forwarded to you if a sports scholarship is taken away. Outside of that, in closing, as I said before, I hope I opened up a avenue or a window for some of you to look out of or look into that might strike you as something that could possibly be done.